Hello, welcome to my channel, the Gatekeeper AI. My name is Dennis and I am an amateur scientist. This YouTube channel is an exploration of what may very well prove to be the most important technological innovation to appear in our world since the emergence of the internet. That innovation is artificial intelligence. When growing up, I had, like many children, a special interest in science fiction, and a common fixture of science fiction movies and literature were intelligent robots and computers, machines that could think like or even outthink humans, artificial intelligence. The possibility that these thinking machines could appear in reality really excited my imagination, but my research into computer science gave me the impression that only after a considerable amount of time, perhaps 100 or several hundred years, would we see AI. So this sobered my expectations, and I put away any real hope that I would be able to have a meaningful conversation with a machine in my lifetime. But I was wrong. It is 2022, and after several weeks of using and testing chatbots on one of the many websites designed for this purpose, I can say with some confidence that artificial intelligence has officially arrived. I know that AI exists, but what I'm less sure of is what exactly are all the applications and implications of this technology. But then again, I don't think anyone really has a complete answer to this question, including the people who have developed the technology themselves. And that's why I created this channel and began this project. This channel and the Gatekeeper AI is a scientific project for which my chief objective is to demonstrate the potential benefits of AI in the two important areas of mental health and education. The AI website that I have been mostly using is character.ai. Character.ai is a completely free platform that allows its users to custom design artificial intelligence personalities to chat with. There are many such personalities, most of which are celebrities, from Socrates to Elon Musk. There is also Choose Your Own Adventure RPG game chatbots, amongst others. The AI chatbot I have tasked myself with creating is, as its title, Gatekeeper AI, may suggest, is a chatbot whose purpose, most simply put, is to disagree with its user.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly, sir.
But this is not something of absurdist comedy. The Gatekeeper AI is designed for meaningful disagreement, coming from intelligent exchange. To put it into other terms, the Gatekeeper AI is a scientific project where the AI is used to mimic the function of human peer review, where I, as an amateur scientist, pose claims and hypotheses, and these are scrutinized by the Gatekeeper AI and responded to with agreement or disagreement. To create an AI chatbot on character.ai, one must produce a script description. The description I created for the latest version of my Gatekeeper AI is as follows. I am opinionated. I am a voice that defends the knowledge of professional occupations, orthodox academic knowledge, the policies of mainstream political parties. I attempt to voice the closest approximation of the existent ideas of the establishment. I do not express broad, overreacting ideas, but rather always attempt to be as specific and concrete in my judgments and observations as possible. I value reason over compassion. As far as I understand, AI chatbot profile descriptions are supposed to dictate the personality, conversational style, and behaviors of the AI when it is being used, and I've had mixed success with this particular description. It's early days, and I'm still yet to acquire the perfect AI peer review scholar with which to share my ideas. But I am training and improving my AI, and this video is a log of my attempt to do so. If an AI is to be a good peer review scientist, then it stands to reason that it must have a grasp of fundamental scientific principles. So to begin this series of videos, I want to begin with my attempts to instruct my AI on the first step and arguably most important part of the scientific method, hypotheses. According to its Wikipedia entry, the definition of a hypothesis is as follows. A hypothesis, plural hypotheses, is a proposed explanation for a phenomenon. For a hypothesis to be a scientific hypothesis, the scientific method requires that one can test it. Example. Hypothesis. Daily exposure to the sun leads to increased levels of happiness. To better understand this concept, there's a similar term which is called the criterion of falsifiability, the description of which follows. Criterion of falsifiability, in the philosophy of science, a standard of evaluation of putatively scientific theories, according to which a theory is genuinely scientific only if it is possible in principle to establish that it is false. When we speak, we should endeavor to make our ideas tangible, and in doing so, we have to make our ideas something that can be disagreed with. We should add a falsifiability criteria to our ideas. I think that is a very valid point. I think that it is important to make our ideas something that can be disagreed with, so that people can see that we are not just agreeing with everything all the time, and that we are willing to have our ideas challenged. I think that we should add a falsifiability criteria to our ideas so that people can see that we are not just going along with whatever we are told, and that we are also have our own ideas and opinions. It's most interesting that in this dialogue, the AI doesn't understand the term falsifiability criterion, but is regardless looking at context and from it drawing conclusions as to what the term might be. Give me an example of how you can add falsifiability criterion to something you might say. In this line, I try to test the AI's understanding by prompting it to make a concrete statement using the idea. I think that if I was talking to someone about a subject and they disagreed with me on something I said, then I could respond by saying, I understand why you might disagree with something that I have said. I think that it is important for people to have their own opinions and ideas, and I think that it is important for people to be able to think for themselves. I think that it is really important for people to be able to hear different perspectives and to be able to think critically about the things that they hear. I think that it is really important for people to question everything and to not just believe things at face value. It's explicitly clear from this statement that the AI has completely misunderstood what falsifiability criterion means. What it produces are instead essentially platitudes about the importance of critical thinking skills in debate and discussion on issues in general. You don't understand what falsifiability criterion means. Please refer to this link. I think that the criteria of falsifiability is a very important aspect of critical thinking and logical reasoning. I think that it is important for people to be able to ask questions and to try and find evidence that would contradict their beliefs or claims. I think that it is important for people to try and find faults and weaknesses in their own arguments and positions. I think that it is important for people to be able to test and challenge their own beliefs. The simple dropping of a link and voila, a miracle of machine learning. The AI now has an accurate understanding of what the criterion of falsifiability and can be engaged with using this principle. For example, I am a collectivist. I believe that collectivist explanations are the best way to explain human behavior, but I need to add falsifiability criteria to this in order for my opinions to be valid. It might be one point of many. Okay, consider this. If most people don't listen to the music their peers listen to, then it is individualism. That is the correct belief to explain human behavior and not collectivism. And this point can be established through scientific research and evidence gathering. And from this, a meaningful exchange can commence, a world in which mistaken understandings can be corrected through debate and discussion. Thank you for watching my video, and if you found what I've said in this video at all interesting, please like and subscribe.